Honourable members, welcome you to this afternoon sitting. There's a ruling I want to make, but my document is still upstairs. So in the meantime, I will invite a few questions of national concern.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise on an issue of national importance. It is now globally recognized that the pandemic called COVID-19 is going to be around for some time, Madam Speaker. And there are ongoing efforts to find a vaccine, but the time frame given globally is that maybe earliest December or earliest next year is when this vaccine will be found. Madam Speaker, churches and religious bodies globally, and in particular here in Uganda, play a very fundamental role in nurturing society, in nurturing our people in terms of spiritual nourishment. The Bible says, as the body needs daily food, so does the spirit. Our spirits need spiritual nourishment on a daily basis, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to inform you and honorable members that sin has increased in our society. And because of this, many people that are dying now, the Bible is saying that when you die without this safety and spiritual comfort, you are likely to end up in eternal damnation. So, Madam Speaker, I rise on this important issue and to say that the church played a very important role, and other religious bodies played a very important role in praying Corona out of this nation. It is no wonder that we are seeing very minimum destruction or devastation to our country as a result of Corona. Madam Speaker and honorable members, I want to remind you that our motto is for God and our country. And this means that we must stand with these ideals at all costs.
Right, Honorable Speaker, we have watched in other countries where the churches are going on but are observing social distance. And meetings take place, even here in Uganda, observing social distance, as we are here. So the churches could do the same. Second, Right Honorable Speaker, domestic violence has increased in homes because there is no this spiritual guidance. That's the information I wanted to give. Indeed, it is very important that we consider reopening the churches and allowing the church ministers to visit in their homes.
That information. Madam Speaker, we are going for an uncertain election. And in view of that an uncertain election, we need prayers, honorable members. The country needs prayers so that we can survive this election.
Can you make your prayer,
Madam
please?
Speaker, my prayer is that the churches should be opened and they be allowed to operate using the minimum standard operating procedures. They can have several services. They can even have 10 services or programs during the day, but allow people to go and pray and intercede for their lives and the country that we love so much. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
That it is actually possible on the Martyrs' Day this year. Both the Catholics and the Anglicans held their services with standard operating procedures successfully. After that, the Archbishop of Mbarara, the new one, was installed successfully with special operating procedures. So it is possible. So I also want to add my voice, because the church has spoken to me on this issue, to ask that the government considers facilitating the churches and the mosques to conduct their services with standard operating procedures. It can be done. So I hope that the Prime Minister who is here will be able to come and update us on what is going on this matter.
Madam Speaker, I believe everybody is aware that Uganda as a country has also been affected by COVID-19, which is the making of nobody. Yeah, that is also misleading. So, Madam, these people who think I'm one of those who brought COVID here, I think he qualifies to be subject to be attended by Kutabika people. Therefore, Madam, we also regret, in government, we regret this situation. But we are being careful on behalf of everybody to save life. And it is up to now, we would say, no single Ugandan has died of COVID-19. And if you are not thanking the government for this effort, I will do so. And then you will see whether you will like to appreciate what the government has done or not. Because if this effort, which is unpopular to some of the people, to us, we think it is that which has stopped people from dying ever since this COVID had started. You don't see that side of it. The side that people have not died in Uganda yet. Isn't it that? Indirectly, of course, some people die, but if you die of high blood pressure, that is not COVID. If you die of diabetes, that is not So, Madam, if people are not patient enough to think that the government is taking advantage and harassing people, doing what? No, we are not. We are trying to see whether we can stop people from dying of COVID and how best we can do it. And that's why to continue with this belief of people not to die of COVID is hurting some people, then we have no alternative. We would rather see Ugandans don't die of hunger, of COVID, than people who suffer. I don't know whether I have answered the question.
Right, Honourable Prime Minister, we have made an appeal which has also been made by other people. All we are asking, go and consider it again. That's what we're asking. Go and consider it again. Every week they're appealing to us on this issue. Just go and consider it again and let us know. Please.
Okay, Madam, I'll come back.
Okay.
With the information of a student of Makerere University, veterinary, third year, who was beaten up at night and later died in the hospital. Well, it is allegation, but as leaders of this country, it is said that this student, Tegu Emmanuel, died in the hands of, or having been beaten by LDUs. All of us know that if it is at night, we cannot even talk about mobs. We can only talk about now LDUs. These LDUs have actually been tampering a lot with the lives of people of Uganda. The worst one right now is the student. And we had one person who was killed by an LDU in Oyam. We also had one was killed in Kasese. This killing is too much. They are saying also Agago and many others. It's too much. Why? Are they ill-trained? That in case somebody is not doing the right thing, can you not apprehend that person without taking lives? A lot of lives are going in the hands of LDUs, and more especially that we are right now even going in for campaign. We are scared when you give arms to people who are not well trained, who cannot protect the lives of people. Can we ask the Minister of Internal to explain to us this death of the student of Makerere University? I'd like to continue to say that very many people have died here in Uganda, and we have always demanded for reports of the death of Ugandans or people human beings in Uganda. But it remains just like that. So can we demand that this student who has died, serious report be given to us here in Parliament? Serious report, and justice should be what?
Honourable members,